Hello and welcome to episode 441 of the DCP Plus Side Quest podcast. Guys, I got great news.
I get it. Dude,
I got raptured! I am so happy. I wish you were here. Myelin's right over here. TV's right over here. We're all the gang's all here.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Looks like you guys didn't pick the right religion, you heretics.
Is it within the 24-hour period? I think sometimes there's a little backup.
I don't think so. There
It
are
was the
no
23rd
backups
of the
with
24th,
God.
I heard. It was the 23rd and 24th, so it's the 25th right now. I mean,
it's over. It's over.
If we're not up there, we ain't winning.
Yeah, literally, it would be
man.
below me to talk down to you right now. But I'm going to do it anyway because I have been raptured.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
This whole
it's great
time.
up here.
Now
Free
it
beer.
makes sense.
Roger is awesome. Oh, he doesn't like going by God, it turns out. It's Roger.
Oh, it's Roger.
Roger.
Oh,
Yeah,
handy.
like Roger. All those other names, just not a big fan, it turns out. Yeah, also bacon, cool. Cool. You can eat it.
Oh, bacon's okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Bacon's cool.
Pigs are
Yep.
okay? Pig-footed?
I
What about
don't know
wearing
about the feet.
2 different fabrics or whatever?
It depends. No nylon and polyester.
You can't do a blend?
no blends.
Wow. It's a lot of rules from Raj that I thought he would have written down. Or they would have written down.
Oh, it's written down. You must not have been reading it. I don't know. Honestly,
Oh,
I
I
don't know why
missed
I'm up
that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all written down.
It's
There's a whole book. There's several.
It's a several-part series, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It has been just a whirlwind week. Also, Raj, great at Street Fighter 6. Plays on the Switch. Yeah.
What's their main?
Ryu, of course.
Oh, okay.
Oh! Fran!
Oh, my God.
Oh, he's not moving, but that's a very good picture.
Well,
Wait, I'm
There's
not
a little-
moving?
there's a little
I
transfer.
can hear you, but
There he
there you go.
goes.
there you go. Oh, okay. Well, you
Briar,
have to just
dude.
fully ascend.
What's up?
Okay.
Here, have a beer,
Oh,
man.
I told you there was a bit of a backup. I have to tell you.
Have a drink.
Gosh, I feel great. What a weight
Look,
lifted
Keg
off of my
stand's
it was
right
shoulders.
over
me.
here.
Who didn't make it to heaven?
Oh my God.
Man. Maybe
Raj.
you just
Raj. Oh my God. Oh my.
see. He knows.
I mean, oh my Raj.
Oh my Raj.
Oh my Raj. I've learned so much in such
my
small
God.
time.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Boy, I really didn't see this one coming. I've heard about the Rapture before, but man, boom. Luckily, I was
So they
wearing
said
my
that-
Rapture hat
they
with
said-
the handle on it, so I just got
Well, I
plucked
was
right
gonna
up.
say, Briar, I heard about like don't hold on to anything or what. Do you get sucked up without clothes? Because
Look, I put some clothes on just for the podcast because I am a man of
Okay.
Raj. So
and then if you
a
happen,
little
if you
modest.
look down at someone's wiener while you're being ascended, do you get put back down?
Good question. Didn't come up for me.
Okay. Were
Literally.
you alone?
There's nothing wrong with nudity, okay? It's
No,
the
no, that's
it's
fine.
the nudity. That's what you got to
So
worry
if you
about.
look at it and go, ooh.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you look
I
at
mean,
it and
I'm
go,
only wearing this shirt, Briar, so
yeah.
keep your
Raj
eyes up there.
seems pretty open-minded, honestly. He seems pretty cool. I haven't asked
Oh,
him
man.
specifically about the nudity, but I mean, I can't imagine. He's Raj.
He's Raj.
he's Raj.
Oh, man.
Well,
Well, we
let us
made
know
it.
in the comments if you made it or if you didn't.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let
Yeah.
us know. Yeah. That's
It's
serious.
interesting that I have such good internet access here too. I was really surprised. I thought, well, that's
Yeah,
it for the podcast. but
Uninterrupted, as
here
you
I am.
can see.
Yeah.
This is Wi-Fi 8 actually behind us.
Yeah, it might
Wow.
If you're
actually be
familiar with the
better up
latest.
there.
We have the newest. It's not been rolled out yet.
Yeah. I had
It's also
fiber
probably
optics.
not
Now I have
very
fiber
crowded
audio.
up there.
Well, we have a lot of elbow room. I mean, Fran's right here. You can see he's right,
Yeah.
right next to me. Anyhow, we should talk about some video games. Speaking of just being in heaven, I know, Watts, I tried to watch you play Silent Hill F. I noped out. I couldn't even watch
Did
you
you?
play. Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Fran, you've been You just told
Not
me what you were
scary.
playing, and I already forgot.
Oh no, I just said I beat Bonanza, which we could potentially
Bonanza.
discuss. Yeah,
We'll hear about the Fernanza. That's right.
I think people could wait. That's been a few months
Bonanza,
out. I
yeah.
don't think people are as dying to hear
Mm.
about DK Bonanza.
I want to hear what you think about
Okay.
DK Bonanza.
I wanna hear your
I
thoughts on
had
it.
kind of mixed thoughts on that game.
Mm.
I have been playing Street Fighter 6 with Raj on the Switch. The Switch is a weird
the
experience to
Switch?
play Street Fighter 6 on because of the controls. You know, you don't have a D-pad on a Switch. It's kind of weird.
Do you not?
And then we forgot to talk about Metroid Prime 4 last week, which I can't believe
Yeah.
because it was literally all that was on my mind all week because of that motorcycle.
I had wrote it down briefly in my little, inner show notes, but we didn't get there because we squeezed in Elden Ring. So
Elden
that
Ring.
was the trade-off.
That's
It
right.
was worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say I'd love to hear about Silent Hill F.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I'd like to hear about that too.
Is that okay, Raj? He seems
Well, I
cool
don't-
with it.
There's Rod
Raj
might
is
be
like,
the
how
reason I
scary
ain't
is
up there. Silent Hill might be the true story as to why I'm not allowed in there because women ain't allowed apparently.
That might be it. I
That's
didn't
not
realize.
true.
Raj, is there a sex
There's
policy
plenty
here?
of. You should see him.
If it's based on 1960s Japan, I'm not allowed to go up there.
No. Yeah, that's probably true.
So Silent Hill F, I just finished my first playthrough. I'll explain
Finished?
why I'm doing more than one playthrough in a bit. But yeah, so I got 19 hours playtime. It is a game, if you're unfamiliar, it's set in 1960s Japan, and it was a lot of themes going on, and I won't really understand fully the story until I do more playthroughs. But the basic themes are that you're a girl who is right at the point where you're becoming a woman, trying to be a proper woman. You want to get married, like all of the pressures of that society towards women at that time is very much so like you're only worthwhile if you're cooking and cleaning and getting married and having babies, and like that's what you do, and if you're not doing that, then you're not a proper woman, and like we don't like you. So it's the pressures of that, and wanting to remain being ourselves, and wanting to not give away all pieces of ourselves to become the perfect woman for our husband. And definitely there's a lot of things in that period of time where they're showing that a lot of the men are abusive and they don't listen to their wife, and they drink and they hit their children and hit their wives, and it's all really bad. So we're like, we don't want to do that. I don't want to be a part of that. My mom is clearly very unhappy. I hate him. I hate her. I hate that he's drunk and hits her, and she's dealing with it and wants me to be a wife and have this life as well. So that's a big part of the story. But then there's also another story about like gods, and like a god being upset that the modern world is choosing to use modern medicine instead of praying towards the god, and different gods kind of battling it out of like who is the god of this village, because different villages will have different like gods that they pray to. So you also have that going on. And then there's like lots of bullying with the friends, because you know how it is when you're going through puberty. We have like a best friend who we were super close with, but now she hates us because she ended up getting a crush on our other best friend who's a boy. And it's just lots of bullying, lots of that stuff going on. So I finished one playthrough, and the reason that I say like I can't really talk about my thoughts on the story in full yet is because Silent Hill F is created with they're expecting you to play through multiple times to experience the game. And it's not just that there's different endings, but there's going to be different cutscenes, different documents that you pick up, different explorable places. Like the game is different on other playthroughs of the game. So the first time you complete the game, everyone is going to get the same ending. You're kind of like locked into that. And then after that, there's different endings that you can achieve, and it's going to really tell the story of what's really going on. Because you get a pretty good idea. I'm like, okay, I know that these themes are going around, and we're basically the biggest one that I actually understand and feel like I have a good grip on is fighting against, no, I don't want to give up myself and go get married and end up like my mom, being subservient to a man that, abuses me. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to experience the other endings and really feel like I have a big grasp on the story, because I loved it. I loved all of it. Like the visuals are beautiful, the music and audio work in general is incredible. I think a lot of people maybe think it doesn't feel like a Silent Hill F, but as you're playing it, I think the exploration feels like Silent Hill F, and the kind of digging into what's going on in the game and trying to figure out what's going on feels very Silent Hill as well. And the different endings and really discovering all that stuff. So, yeah, I loved it. I'm gonna be playing more tomorrow, getting one of the other endings, and
Is there like a narrative in universe reason why you get like different kind of story stuff on separate playthroughs?
Maybe, yeah, because there is a portion of the, without going into like too many spoilers, because the game technically came out today.
Yeah.
I played it early access. But there is a section of the game where you do kind of play from two perspectives. So I can imagine that maybe, I don't know for sure because I haven't looked into it, but maybe the playthroughs kind of, you delve more into like those two separate perspectives.
How
But also
scary is
when
it?
you,
I'm sorry.
I don't think it's that scary.
No? Okay.
So I will say, if you do not like body horror, if that gets you, if you don't like gore and stuff, you're not gonna have a good time. Especially during a couple cutscenes in the game where people were like, "Ooh, that actually really bothered me." Also, if you have any kind of trauma around like familial abuse and stuff like that, I would recommend, like, maybe you look up and see what exactly they're showing in the game that's like that if you are interested in playing it. But I had a couple people be like, "Oh, this is actually bringing up some bad stuff from my childhood, so I'm gonna dip out and not watch this." Because it's like they don't, the child abuse stuff they don't show in like full-fleshed 4K cutscenes, but you very much so know what's going on. Uh,
Yeah.
and they're not shy about telling you that's what's happening. But in terms of like it being scary, I would say it's more of a psychological, very creepy, very tense experience more than like, oh my god, I'm so scared to go into this room kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But when you finish the game, it actually it brings up an endings thing. It says view endings. And if you go to the endings that you don't have, which they have question marks so you don't get spoiled on like the name of the ending, but it tells you how to achieve those endings.
Oh,
So you don't
neat.
even
Oh,
really need to go outside of the game and look it up, and
it took
potentially
you
get
19 hours
spoiled on the ending.
to beat?
Yeah.
And is it abbreviated on like your next playthrough? Like you probably know
So
where to go, right? Like at least,
people
but
said that it was 12 to 13 hours for your first playthrough. I was reading absolutely everything. I mean, that's
out
the
loud probably
biggest,
because you were
this
streaming it too,
reading it
right?
out loud and
Yeah.
like talking about like
Yeah.
theories with everyone. So it definitely is a different thing. Obviously, there's going to be some cutscenes you can skip if you want to as well. There's going to be new cutscenes, but there's going to be ones you've seen before, and you can skip those ones, which would make it shorter.
I actually ordered
Yeah.
this today. I was gonna just run over to Best Buy and like they bring it out to your car style deliver it. And I started watching your stream a little bit. I was like, I don't know if this is for me. It's just a little bit too creepy, and I don't know if I'm gonna get to finish it because Ghosts come out next week,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
it's really soon.
I'm gonna jump on that pretty much immediately. So, but if
Yeah.
it's only like 12 to 19 hours, I could probably get through it
You could get through one
in the
playthrough.
daylight.
It's a there are some jump scares, but there's definitely not
Yeah.
a feeling of like, "Oh my god, I'm so scared to go into this room all the time." It's more so of like, "What is going on?" Or like you see something very, very, very brutal happen quite a lot. So if you're not cool with that,
Maybe I could sit on Raj's lap and he'll kind of comfort me.
that might, it could close your, you could, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he knows the whole playthrough of the game, so you could probably close your eyes when bad stuff is happening.
Just cover my eyes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome for anyone who didn't hear the beginning of the show or just skipping around and just hears that part. Like, "Well, I'll just sit on Roger's lap. I'll feel better."
Yeah, I
Has
highly
no
recommend
context.
it though. It's yeah, I think it's, I really appreciated them telling this kind of story. Obviously there's more than just the womanhood story being told, but it's right there. It's front and center. It's your family
Yeah.
wants you to get married and they're really disappointed in you, and you're like, I just want to remain not dealing with that. Thank you. It's I really enjoyed it.
Combat doesn't really seem to be the point of the game, right? But is
No.
it like acceptable? Like, is it fun, or are you just like trying to get through it?
Yeah, So people have brought up that they didn't like the combat, but the hit stop when you hit things is crunchy, and the audio is really crunchy too.
Mm.
So I kind of enjoy that. But you have like perfect dodges, you have heavy attacks, light attacks, you have counters when they're like building up a really big move. You can hit them with a heavy attack and it will stop them. And then you have like you can charge a special move meter and hit them as well. So you have some stuff going on. It's not like the most in-depth combat, but I think it feels good and sounds good. And also the enemy design I think is really, really, really good. That I never felt like, oh god, I gotta fight this thing. Yeah, so I really liked it. I liked everything about it. I think my only complaint is sometimes when you lock on with the camera, it's not like keeping the enemy centered in your sight when you're locked on. So it kind of keeps your sight locked almost. It's not as rigid as the way that I described it, but I found that I had to like unlock and relock on to kind of get them centered in my camera.
Is it like you keep pointing the same way even if you're moving around? Or
Kind of.
okay.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, so it end up being like more over here than centered, so I'm like, okay, let me unlock and lock again.
Okay.
But I only know you only notice that on like boss fights really because things don't last that long when you're
You guys
fighting
remember
regular
when
enemies.
like a bad camera was like almost the norm in 3D games?
All the
Yeah.
time, yeah.
Like it was
Yep.
like when
All the
when
time.
there
It
was
still
a good
kind of is.
camera. You think so?
It's yeah. Like there's so many fights that you're like, I'm fighting the camera. I can't see. I can't see what's going on. Not in Silent Hill, but you know when you're playing like
Elden.
Elden Ring Lion Boss. Elden Ring Lion Boss.
Oh
What is
yeah.
going on? What was that
Yeah.
camera doing? I don't freaking know. Lies of P Crocodile Boss. Can't see a goddamn thing.
I don't even remember that boss.
It's the first one. The big ass crocodile
I thought the big
in the
like
zoo.
robot clown was the first one.
Oh, sorry, Overture. Sorry, DLC.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. I didn't play Overture.
That was when I really knew. Yeah, the DLC. The freaking crocodile.
The freaking crocodile.
Yeah, cameras have gotten way better, but yeah, it's hard to do and keep them in line with like the expectation of the gameplay. But it has gotten way better.
Neo 3 is doing a thing now where if you're backed against a wall, it will take away the wall. That's what the camera just takes away the wall. So
I've seen a few
you can
games
see
do
what's going
that,
on.
and I like it.
Yeah.
Or it makes the wall invisible, or like it gives you like a gray outline of
A
the wall,
dithered.
but you can see through it. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
that, yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it.
Yep.
But yeah, Silent Hill F, highly recommend. Next week I'll give you an
Nice.
update on the other endings.
Okay.
I should be able to do at least one more. I mean, I've streamed it I did stream it a lot yesterday because yesterday was a really long day. But it's like 3 streams, so.
Did you
Oh,
get
no.
Yote early?
I don't have Yote early. I did get
Okay.
an email about getting a code, so I'm hoping I get it. I'm hoping I get it. I guess. Period.
Yeah.
Hope I get it.
Because
I
that
don't have
comes
it
out like next week today, and I'm hoping that we have a little bit
Yeah.
more than
Next
just
Thursday.
today, like one day's worth to talk about.
Oh, yeah. I mean, interesting point. If
I
I'm
am
on the show,
looking
I'd be
forward to that
like,
game.
I will not have played it yet.
Yeah,
That'll be the
I
first
watched
time
some
I touch it
reviews
on.
on Yote today. I
Mhm.
watched one review that reviewed like the game, and then I watched the Digital Foundry review that they review the tech of the game. They don't really tell you much about like, well, the combat's like this. No, they just say, well, the the textures and like when he walks up the stairs, his foot kind of goes into the stair. Like that's
Yeah.
more what
Yeah.
they're focused on. But I mean,
Yeah.
it looks good so far.
Looks good to me.
Yeah,
Like it's sitting at what, 87, 6?
yeah.
Metacritic.
It's getting that Assassin's Creed open world score.
87.
Wasn't that just
87.
basically every Assassin's Creed and many open world games in that style? They were always like 80 to 85.
Well, let's check.
By nature of the game.
Shadows. What did
I could be
Shadows
wrong.
get?
Let's play a game here.
Shadows,
Watts, you look it up,
Yeah.
and then me and Fran will go up or down from 87.
Okay. Okay.
So
I
you
got it.
you tell us the game, and then we'll go up or down.
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Down.
Down.
Yes, it's an 80, 81.
Okay.
Close. Okay.
Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Down.
From 81, are we going
Yeah,
down
from
from like
80
80?
No,
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 from
from
87
is
still,
down.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's down as well.
76.
Ouch. Mirage. Got pooped on.
The original Assassin's Creed?
The first one? That's
The
a down
first
too. I bet that's high
I'm gonna say
70s.
I'm gonna say up.
81.
Oh,
81.
dang. I
There's.
thought the first one would have impressed more out the gate.
Yeah, it impressed me.
I'll
Yeah,
tell
listen to they're
ya.
all
Oh, here we
81s,
go.
apparently.
I'll tell you. There are
Uh,
two Assassin's Creeds that are higher than 87.
Origins
Flag?
Can you guess what they are?
2.
I
did
said
you
Black
say?
Flag.
Assassin's Creed 2 and Origins.
Assassin's Creed 2 is correct at a 90. Origins is 81.
Oh, wow. What about Black Flag? France guess.
88. So it's 1 point less. Oh,
There you
then I
go.
lied.
Yeah,
There's
Nailed
3.
it.
There's one more.
There's 3. I got it.
There's
I
one more.
pulled
There's
one
more.
out of the hat regardless.
No, that's good. I wouldn't have noticed.
Putting the 3 in FM3, putting the 3 in there.
Hmm.
So there's one more, huh?
Odyssey?
One Brotherhood.
Brotherhood.
Oh.
That's
Brotherhood.
also
Brotherhood
isn't that
is
also
at
Assassin's Creed 2?
89.
It's like a DLC for Assassin's
yeah,
Creed
yeah,
2.
yeah. Yep. There you go.
What's the lowest rated Assassin's Creed?
The lowest rated is the movie at 36.
That movie was shitty. That movie was shitty. Roger didn't even like it.
Some of the DLC for Black Flag, not great,
Oh, I didn't even know there was DLC for that game.
or whatever it is. Assassin's Creed
called Skull
Unity
and
is
Bones.
at
That was it.
72.
Yeah, that
72
game
for
Oh,
Unity.
broke.
Yeah.
That was broken when it came out. That was the one where
Yeah.
the eyeballs would be hanging and there'd be no face around them. That was
There's been
real
a few
broken.
games that have run into that craziness.
Assassin's
But-
Creed Rogue, I don't even know what that is, but that's a 72.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's actually interesting to go through because
There's
the
so many
point
games.
was, doesn't surprise me that these expansive open world games. I'm actually now, Watts, can you look up what Ghost of Tsushima the first got?
Yeah.
But it
Good
doesn't
question.
surprise me. They tend to be in this 80 to 90 range, like just because there's so much.
83 for initial launch,
Yeah.
and then director's cut is 87.
Exactly. So it doesn't surprise me. I mean, they try to stretch things out a lot. And honestly, for me, like Tsushima, I've loved Legends. I forget if did Legends launch after, but as like a whole package, it's certainly, yeah, it's interesting because if you looked at it as a whole package, I think it confuses the conversation a bit. But if you separate them,
Assassin's Creed Shadow DLC that just came out definitely got much lower ratings. I think. I might be lying. Now I have to check.
Legends
But in short-
like made that game to me. I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty good one of those. And then the Legends elevated it to like I'll never forget this game.
yeah. And really, so what I'm looking for is this. My rough review of Ghost of Tsushima was loved it, loved the style, the opening. What a cool cinematic, incredible opening.
Oh
the
my god,
music,
one of my favorite openings
the
ever.
vibe, yeah, so vibrant, just lovely all around. However, as like, you know, a campaign experience, I found myself getting to Act 3, and I was like, oh, I kind of wish I hadn't done so many side quests because I'm getting kind of like burnt out here. And I didn't do like all of them. I had just done some, you know, but then what I realized was, you know, I wouldn't spoil anything, is that for me personally, I was like, oh, well, some different weather in the third act and like, you know, some bosses and story stuff, but like it didn't progress from a gameplay perspective. So I'm hoping this one, the gameplay progresses throughout and they do something to keep you like gaining, you know, upgrades and moves and whatever it is, skill points and beyond. But you did have to like search all over, even as I recall, I think for some skill stuff. And I don't know, I felt like
For like the best
That's what I would-
armor and stuff like that.
yeah, and like that, all that is good in an open world setting, but I just hope if you, as they say, the golden path of like, okay, I'm just going to do the main story, that it really pulls you through to the end. And again,
It
it's
really
not that I didn't
encouraged
like it.
you to like do everything in every area too, because like if you did do all the
Yeah.
bandit camps, then you didn't like take over that area, which meant
Mhm.
I don't even remember what it meant, but it meant something bad.
Yeah. I forget to. I felt like you had to like take over a bunch of camps to then unlock like a temple thing that then gave you a. I forget exactly,
I
but
can't remember, but
either way, it's awesome game, and like the point really was like, oh well, yeah, as expected in the '80s. Once you like dishwater it down, the review like taking so many reviews, but I see that as a good sign overall. Seems
yeah.
consistent with the first one, and that's promising.
It also felt like such a new original setting that we had been asking for from Assassin's Creed for years and years,
Yeah,
but it's not this time. This time, it's the sequel to that game. Plus, we had Rise of the Ronin and Shadows, Assassin's Creed
yeah.
Shadows. This is like now the 4th game set in Japan. So now it's like, okay, I feel like they got to up their game a little bit, like to really make this, stand out
Yeah.
now. But I
Yeah.
mean, it
Even
reviewed better than the last one, so we'll see.
yeah, and as announced today, Forza Horizon 6 coming to Japan. So everybody
That
loves
is
Japan now.
interesting.
Yeah,
That is interesting.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, like
And that Tokyo Drift vibe.
yeah, exactly. Kind of get that like what was that anime way back in the day?
Akira?
I can't remember the name of it. Oh well.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Initial D.
Initial D. Thank you very
Oh.
much.
Good that we have one person that knows.
I thought Mexico was a pretty fun spot for that last time, but a little bit samey. Like, there's a lot of desert. And I think Japan has a potential to have a little more kind of biomes. You could be in the mountains, you can be in the forest, you could be in the cities, you can be on the highways. You can do racetracks, like known racetracks that actually like Formula One does, like that kind of thing. It could be fun.
Yeah.
So many games, so many announcements. Like
Oh
yesterday,
my
I
God,
streamed for
Sony-
12 hours.
Yeah.
Dear Lord, have mercy.
The Sony event was yesterday. I
many
can show
days?
trailers today.
Oh
I
yeah,
set that up.
We should talk about.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
that.
Can we talk about Metroid first before we start with Sony?
Yes.
Because that was from last
Yeah, a
week.
little
Let's
intermezzo.
cover last week. Yes.
It'll be fast.
Okay, I don't know
Yes.
about you
Oh,
guys.
thank
When
you.
they started showing this trailer for Metroid, I'm like, what is this knockoff Metroid looking game?
Huh? Really?
Yeah, because it was like, somebody who looked like Samus in the, the Metroid uniform, riding a motorcycle through basically an empty desert. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, they definitely are like riffing on Metroid. And then,
Yeah.
she hops off the bike and, oh, this is Metroid Prime. That's so
Yeah.
weird. Like,
Yeah,
left field.
I don't know if they've expanded more on like what that gameplay will be. So yeah, for those who missed the trailer, yet again, first of all, let me say, I've been complaining about this in Nintendo for a long time. Actually, that is in general, but specific to Metroid Prime 4, I'm like, why are you treating this like I just feel like they're always this way. Like, yeah, and also we got Metroid over here, and like I really just wish it launched with Switch 2, and I'm not going to get into it, but I feel like it's always like, oh, and here's a little trailer of another game you might like, as opposed to like Nintendo 0-0, like here's our brand new Donkey Kong stuff. And so we'll see how that looks going into it. But in other words, I thought the trailer was like, okay, they were very focused though on, it was a big reveal. And that's why it felt weird, was like, it was supposed to be a surprise of like, wait, what? This is Metroid? And you're like, oh, she's riding a bike now? Through the desert, and really all I saw from that, I don't fully understand this open area. And again, I didn't look into if they talked about it, but to me it looks more like in between. They're doing a little like Star Foxy like thing on the bike. Without playing it, I'm like, I don't know if this be any good or not. I don't mind that. And actually, maybe we'll talk about Donkey Kong Bonanza later. Diving in between layers is actually really cool. It's refreshing to have these like moments between areas. So I actually think there's plenty of potential. The bike looks sick. The design and everything. And like it's very Metroid to get like, this is sick. Like when you get a morph ball, you get a different morph ball, you get phase on, whatever it is. It's always pretty sick. And I wonder if they have any bike upgrades, because any upgrade in Metroid is fun. But it definitely came out of left field for me. I didn't understand it. And then, yeah, they present it in a way that makes it look like it's got this open world area. And I just, help me out, Chad, if they talked much about it. I can't imagine that's the case at all. I'm sure they have a couple zones that you can play around in, and it really gets into this like Star Fox moment. But I wouldn't expect like that to be much. I don't want to be this taken the wrong way. Much of the gameplay, whether or not that's going to be 10% or 15%, I don't know. But I don't know, Brian. What'd you think?
I do
Beyond
not
the,
think that bike looks sick. I think that bike looks
you know,
like it
like,
came straight from the GameCube era, and it's now like it's on the
yes,
Nintendo
let's go,
Switch
baby.
GameCube, but it's been up-res, you know, so it's like
Yes.
I
the
did think the
polygons are
bike
higher.
looked pretty bad.
The polygons are higher res,
Yeah.
but
Wait,
like
are
the
you?
textures and like the world is still like the GameCube original.
Yeah, but okay. Well, whoa. Let's come back to Earth, shall we?
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I don't have an Earth background. You're talking about visual fidelity, though.
100%. Yeah,
I'm not at all. Of course, I'm already way past. Have you played Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2?
I have a Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch too. In
I
fact,
mean,
I do.
best
Yes,
case
I do.
scenario, you're getting, 30 frames or whatever on Cyberpunk, and that's passably nice. But anyway, my point is, I'm not talking about the fidelity. I just meant like it's pretty sick to have this like elongated, like morph ball, very Samus looking bike. I think it looks from a visual design, but do you not like the visual design of what's going on
I
here?
do. I like the visual design of the rest of the stuff. It's that bike in the desert. It just looks
Okay, what about it briefly shows it in a dark tunnel? It's got like purple phase
better.
on.
We're
It's
getting
like
better.
long. Okay.
And once we're off the bike and we're into Metroid, I also know that this game is going to be playable at 120 frames per second, which I'm very excited about. So like,
If you want, yeah.
I'm giving it like a little bit of like, hey, it's not going to look as good as like, God of War because it's running 120 FPS on a Nintendo Switch 2, right? So it's like, the fidelity is going to take a hit for that.
Yeah. But they wouldn't have. I mean, there would have been no reason to capture that at the 120 frame setting, by the way. So unless they made some mistake, I mean, I just think, the fact that it's even going to run at 60, and hopefully, they didn't push it too far. But even, so going back to GameCube, Metroid Prime was incredible because it was 480p, 60 frames a second in 2002.
That's
Unbelievable.
true, but that's a time when almost every game almost had to be 60 frames per second because the display technology was such that.
No, you're misremembering.
No, I don't think I am.
You are. You're talking about like Soul Calibur on Dreamcast, and
Soul
there
Calibur
were
at
others,
60?
but Madden maybe. There was not a lot of 60 FPS material back then. I mean, on consoles.
Really? Okay.
Maybe I could be crazy, but when there was, meaning it was like pop the champagne, holy crap, like 60 frames on, it's very game dependent. Like, sure, there's shooters, be it, I don't know, Time Splitters came later, but anyway, don't want to get off track with that. Getting
GoldenEye ran at a constant 60. I remember specifically.
GoldenEye definitely did not, by the way, but we got. I can't tell if he's trolling me now. 29.97 or 59.94. Anyway, nerdy stuff aside, I'm still very excited for December 4th, Metroid Prime 4. But this trailer, it's the end of it that you want to watch, by the way. So if you do have it up in front of you, once she gets off the bike, just kind of look at what's there. And like that is looking good. The wolf thing in there, but there's like wolves that come attack you. And I'm like, that looks a little weird to me, but it kind of makes sense. They've done stuff like that, brief moments of like bugs flying at you or whatever it is. But to me, it still looks like Metroid Prime, in other words. And the ending, I'm like, okay, this looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's looking like there's some like production for cutscenes and moments in gameplay. And that's what I would look for.
On the screen right now, I'm showing the amiibo. The bike in the amiibo looks better than the bike in game. The bike looks sick in the amiibo. I might get that.
I mean, it's too low risk. I'll have to look it up, but
now that they charge like $400 per amiibo.
Briar, if I was like searching to create, content on IGN Nintendo today, that would have rocketed to the top. I would have been, all right, I want to compare the details on the amiibo with the trailer side by side, and I want to see the breakdown because it's so nerdy. That's a great idea.
I don't collect amiibo. And
Me neither.
I'm glad I don't, because like otherwise I'd have all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these ones are cool.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm hopeful that the game is true to the core and interestingly, as I think about what you just brought up here, it's like, oh man, they got a bike now. What do you think? And really what it is like, what are you doing to advance the gameplay? And like, honestly, I have a feeling most Metroid fans would be more than happy if you just did everything really polished. You didn't get off the rails. And so to have something like this, it actually concerns me a little bit, but not because I think it looks terrible. It's just like how much of this, that's not really why I play Metroid, to have like a Star Fox bike moment, but I think, you could have some fun with it for these brief moments. So we'll see. I just
I've
hope the
been wrong
core
before.
is
I
like,
wasn't so sure about Dread. I was looking at the Dread. I'm like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this whole like these things that stalk you and you can't kill them. One of my favorite games of all time. Loved it.
Yeah, Dread's awesome. So, but anyway, well, okay. Well, last thing then, Briar. What about? I don't know if you can see it often, but her suit at around. If you want to look, it's at about minute and 25. I don't know where else you can see her suit. What do you think of her suit?
Is it the red suit, like the new red suit?
Yeah, it's just like how she's looking.
It looks sick.
Since you're okay, so that you're fine
sick.
with.
I mean, she's a little stuck in the 80s with the shoulder pads, but I'm not going to tell her that. She's a fucking badass.
That's the point, man. That's the point. She's got like morph ball shoulders.
She would
the program.
If she was in Destiny, she'd definitely be a Titan.
Yeah, it's actually, I'm not the suit expert here, but it's very similar, to past Prime suits, and I think only changes stuff up a little bit, but it's the helmet that looks quite different to me.
Yeah, she's got her third eye showing. You gotta cover that up. Roger does not.
You're right.
Yeah, you can't let that show in 1960s Japan on a woman.
That as well. Yeah.
Can't show that either.
So anyway, we'll see. I'm really hopeful that Nintendo has some prime treatment of this game coming out, a direct doing something to do it justice instead of
yeah,
being
hope
like,
so.
oh, Metroid's out. I mean, I'm going on holiday anyway, but well, I guess it's out. Maybe I'll check it out.
When are you going on holiday?
No, I'm
I was gonna say you just went on holiday, Fran. What's going on?
No plans.
Come back. Stop leaving us.
Being sarcastic that I feel like they're just gonna like, oh yeah, it's out now, like
we do have a
even with
weird
Donkey
release
Kong
date.
Bonanza.
It's December, the release date. Kind of weird.
Yeah, Smash Brothers used to do that actually quite a bit. That's the one that comes to mind. I feel like maybe Pikmin, it can be done. It's not like the worst window in the world.
It is a game for babies, so it's like a good Christmas gift,
Oh,
Smash.
That one hits me because it goes back to my IGN days, but like that used to be like this weird bro PC PlayStation defense. And Nintendo had like these baby games, and like Pikmin was a joke because like it was colorful. Mario, you're playing Mario. Like, what? Get out of here. These are awesome games. Even they would say that crap about Metroid because they were playing like whatever on the latest Fragger on a PC. And I'm like, go grow up. Ironically, they thought that it only had to be like red and gray and like full of blood and lightning,
brown,
or it wasn't cool. Yeah.
Every game in the Xbox 360 era was brown. It's just brown.
Yeah, smear of with Vaseline over it because the texture, you wanted to smooth it out.
PlayStation. What do they call
State
it?
of Play.
State of Play. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, huge.
It was huge. It was
couple.
It was nonstop.
I had a good time.
It was a good one. What should we start with?
I mean, I think we start snicked. We got to go straight to.
Got to go with the Wolverine.
It was big.
What do we think? Watts, we've been talking. Did you have a reaction to Wolverine?
I think it looks cool. Yeah, I think combat looks fun. I like that they're being super brutal with Wolverine because Wolverine
real
is
brutal. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really glad that they're doing that.
Like this is not Spider-Man.
No.
Not Spider-Man. No.
This is also not like X-Men, the cartoon animated series Wolverine.
Right.
It
This
is
brutal
bloody as
Wolverine.
hell.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying about it. It is like they even talk about it in I think it was in the direct, right? Where they were talking about the lengths they went to with some of the gore and decision making. And they're like, pointed out that I think it's right here-ish. Yeah. Watch, it goes through his skull. Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a little off because it was a little before that. I'm watching it on stream with everyone, but Yeah, the claw goes under the chin, through the entire head, out the forehead. It's not messing around. So I'm
I think
happy
there's
that they
one
embraced
point
it.
where he sticks both claws into the chest and then tears the dude in half vertically.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
like Mortal
I can
Kombat.
respect that, Wolverine. That is a clutch move. Spider-Man don't do that.
No. Yeah, I thought it was an awesome gameplay reveal because I mean, Insomniac is like top 5, I swear, with visual execution and their
Yeah.
engine and everything. It's like
Mhm.
unreal. And so you look at it and like, this
It's
is what
like
gets,
unreal.
yeah.
Isn't
Oh yeah.
it?
Good catch. But I feel like as a gamer, you always, despite it being on Switch, maybe even or whatever, not Wolverine, but new games, you always like get excited by new graphics and the fidelity. And I feel like it, I didn't pick it apart like Digital Foundry would, but it was pretty freaking good looking. And Insomniac delivers,
Yeah, it was, like it kind of was reminiscent of their Spider-Man games a little bit, but it was grittier. Like obviously we talked about the gore and the violence was like way amped up. I was actually a
Yes.
little bit surprised how
It was
amped up
more-
the violence and the gore was, like on a state of play event too. You
Yeah.
know, like whoa. I have no
just imagine
interest.
the stuff that they're not showing us still, and that stuff they got through. I mean, everything goes through PlayStation Legal, but I mean, just imagine the stuff in the game that's probably even dicier.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm not super interested in the Marvel franchise or Spider-Man. Like, I'll check out a movie if it's on, but I'm not really that into it.
You're not an
But
X-Man?
this game looked cool, man. It looked like this would be something
It's
I'm
fun,
into.
yeah.
Yeah, also voiced and played by an Australian, even though Wolverine's Canadian. That's fine because we all love Hugh Jackman, don't we? But yeah, Liam McIntyre, I mean, he's done some voice work, and I thought it sounded good. At first, I knew that it wasn't John Cena, but the voiceover came in, and I was like, it kind of, listen to it. Tell me, chat. Leave it in the YouTube comments. Listen, the first line especially, like, it kind of does sound like John Cena. Not that I would have wanted him, but yeah, I mean, I think the casting, in other words, looks really good to me, sounds really good, and I just think the gameplay looks great. I think it was hard to imagine, how do you meet between Spider-Man and possibly like a God of War style, the PlayStation Studios style, and it feels like they're doing it. I mean, it's little pieces here, but that's what I wanted, and I'm like, yeah, looks like that's what we're getting. That's awesome.
Did this get a date or was it 2026?
Fall? Was it
Mhm.
fall
2026.
2026?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna
A
do
ways
another
out.
preview. Yeah, a bigger preview
In
event
spring
in
will be
yeah,
the preview.
spring. So, yeah, super exciting though. That was definitely that was the capper on their big show, I think, because obviously,
Yeah.
but it looks dope. I mean,
It
I
does
can't
look
wait.
good.
Definitely, I'm not even like a big comic book savant. I wish I was, but I've always had a,
Girlfriend?
place in my heart for
Sorry.
yeah, a place in my heart for X-Men. Definitely, grew up watching the X-Men animated series, and I love Insomniac's work. So I think it's a big W. Turn that. Oh no, it already is W. I don't know. I looked at Marvel and Wolverine, and I was gonna say turn that upside down. It's a W, but it's already got a W in Wolverine.
It does.
It's right there.
It's right there, right at the beginning.
I'm a little slow. So yeah, I'm excited, man.
Do you want to go to what kicked off the show? Because this
Sure.
is another
What was that?
studio that I
Yes.
really appreciate based on the first game that they put out on the PlayStation 5 generation, House Mark with
Yes.
Soros gameplay.
Yes.
Soros. Which this guy, listen, I know you're not an Indian fella, Fran, but there are parts where in this trailer I'm like, that looks like Fran.
It's fine. It's just
Kind
good.
of look like Fran.
I'm not. I'm a little browner and have a beard.
There's some times where I'm like, he kind of looks
Yeah.
like Fran. Yeah.
Yeah. Funnily
Looks a
enough,
little
like
like Fran in engine. Rahul in engine looks like Fran.
yeah, vaguely I could cosplay as Rahul Kohli,
You could.
maybe. It's funny that I had the pleasure to meet him a couple times now, and he's a super nice dude. This is a dream come true for him, by the way, if you don't know Rahul. But it's a good note too, just having, brown folk as a lead character.
Having
It's really
an Indian,
important,
yeah,
and
that's very
Indian
cool.
as well. Like, you know, people are very excited for that as well. I know Rahul just period like loves games, so his dream come true.
Is this a sequel to Returnal, or is it like spiritually a sequel? Is it same
So
universe? Do we
they
know?
haven't said it's a sequel or a prequel. They're just like, you know, the same kind of thing as Returnal. So
Okay.
I
I
don't
get
know.
this. I get the sense it's a completely brand new
Yeah.
world. It's because the gameplay is obviously derivative of
The
where
gameplay is
I
like
mean,
the
Yeah.
same kind of thing. Obviously, the gameplay is like because it's bullet hell. It's like third person bullet hell kind of experience. It's roguelike. But you do have obviously new abilities and new ways to fight enemies. But it is very like you can if you enjoyed Returnal, you're probably pretty excited about what this one has to offer.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they actually confirmed it at this point, but it looks a lot like I think Returnal at first because that's just what they do. You know, if you ever played Resogun or other stuff from them, that's just who they are. Tons of particles, shooting a bunch of stuff. So I was excited where I was like, oh yes, I get to play as Raoul and play Returnal stuff and get all this time and upgrade to what they already did. That was awesome with Returnal. So I think it looks sick. It was definitely a nice opener for the show.
I'm really excited for it. Absolutely loved Returnal. Still one of my favorite game experiences. It's just the combat is super slick. The way that all of the different worlds are created is really really interesting. Some of my favorite boss fights period are in Returnal. There's some really cool ones with like the organ and when you're flying in the air and stuff is flying at you. There's some really cool boss fights. And then the story of Returnal was very like weird and creepy and kind of trying to piece everything together through multiple playthroughs of the game. It's just got such a cool vibe and it's just so fun. It's so good. So I'm really, really, really excited for Saros.
Yeah.
I never
one
got around to
thing,
Returnal, and I think I gotta add it to my list.
dude,
You should.
you can't
Dude,
go wrong.
that was when so before Returnal, because this was like basically a launch title, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really, the controller haptics thing, it's cool, I guess. But Returnal was the thing that made me go, oh, because you could
Yeah.
feel all of the rain in the different parts of the controller. It is the only game I think that I actually use adaptive triggers for because they use it to do different things with the gun. Whereas other games are just like, we're going to make your finger tired. But this was like, it had clicks. So you had different parts of the trigger
Stages.
that clicked. And yeah, it was really cool. It's really,
It's a
really cool.
GameCube original right there. GameCube, the trigger used to have a second stage.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it's
kinda
like
that.
that. It's very good. And we got a
Um,
release date, which I wasn't expecting.
Oh yeah, I just forgot what it
March
was.
20th.
That's what it is.
March 20th for
so-
Saros.
Isn't Resident Evil the 27th of February?
Oh, I made a list, friend, because I was like, oh my god, are you serious?
Oh,
I
yeah,
have a
well,
list.
it's
always
going.
on the
We'll
release
go
dates.
through at the end. I'll give you
Okay.
the setup of the beginning of
good
2026.
Teaser. Keep listening. But first, a break from our sponsors. No, but
Briar's
one
like,
thing-
wait, you got a sponsor? He was scared for
yeah,
a
dude.
second.
Is it Roger?
Shout out to Roger.
It's Rahul Kohli, dude. Calm. One thing I wanted to say is completely elitist and nerdy, but stay with me. Is when you watch this footage of Saros, please keep in mind, especially a game like this, it is a lot of like, dirt and all fast-moving particles. Even the 4K footage on YouTube does not do it justice. I've not seen
True.
it. I
Mm.
guarantee
true.
you that it will look so good. Returnal looked so good, but meaning when those
Returnal looked great,
particles
yeah.
are like vivid, uncompressed, the contrast. Oh my, these games look so good in person. So, but yeah, I thought it looked good, but I can't wait to actually see like it unfiltered.
That's
I
like an
hope they do a short
industry-wide
demo.
problem, Fran. It's like,
Yes.
there needs to be like some place where you can go and get like high bit rate, high resolution footage. So like,
Yeah.
because you can't
It's so niche.
see how good these games really look until you get them home on your own TV.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's fun. Digital Foundry used to try to do some stuff with that. In
Yeah.
fact, they may on their Patreon for their breakdowns. It's not like trailers and stuff like that. But, dude, yeah, I mean, that was my whole, existence, as I grew at IGN of like, I was just trying to get the best fidelity. I mean, I can't even tell you the hours I spent sometimes of like trying to encode stuff. It'd be crashing. But the point is, it really makes a difference when you can see it like through a better codec and fidelity. So yeah, I wish YouTube had like an ultra premium bitrate. And let me
But
just
they
say,
do, and it's still not good enough.
yeah. On the topic, by the way, if you were in the industry, in marketing, for game devs, please, I'm begging you, even if your trailer is not 1440p capture,
Yeah.
use the 1440p upscale, upload it at 1440p at a higher codec, a
code
better
it,
bit
yeah.
rate, and simply label it. Just make it clear, captured in 1080p, because it will look so much better. I'm so tired of.
It will.
I
Yep.
can't believe that this is not common. But whatever the case, say they do have
It's
a 4K
definitely not
trailer.
common at IGN, Fran. I'm telling you,
Wait,
they went
I mean,
downhill since you left.
I
What
mean,
are they doing?
oh, come
What are
on.
they doing over there? Captured
I
in
don't-
480p.
I haven't looked, but yes, I am a complete elitist with that stuff. I can't wait to see it. But it was more about like I hope we get a short demo, because sometimes that's you're like, holy cow,
Demos are
you
fun.
should see this thing in person. I have a feeling it's going to look really good.
Probably will, yeah.
Nerds. So that was the really big yes. Red
Neo
Mud
3
3?
got a release date.
What does Watts think of Neo?
3 got a release. And so the thing is so funny with Neo 3. I'm like, Neo 3 is Neo. It's Neo. It's the Neo-y ass Neo. The most Neo-in ass Neo you've ever seen. It's Neo for sure. Yep.
When
It
is the
does
release
look
date?
like
Are we
Neo.
saving that for later too?
February 6th. No, I'm gonna give you all the release dates as we go, and then you'll be like, it's getting a little
put it
busy.
all
Yeah,
together.
And
a
then
lot
we'll
of,
put it all
lot of
together.
early stuff happening in the air. Big games.
February 6th. Yeah. Exciting.
Yeah, it's funny. I was watching Neo, and at first, I don't know why. I was like, wait, is this Neo? I was like, oh, yeah, it definitely is Neo.
Definitely.
But it looks
yeah.
really nice.
It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be great. And IGN is still doing their all month coverage of Neo
IGN
3.
first.
Yeah, for
Oh,
IGN
really?
first. So yeah, so they asked like about how long will it take, and their answer is like it's really hard to say because this could be the fastest Neo or it could be the longest Neo because they have open zones. So like if you're really good and you can parry everything and you can dodge everything, you can just run from boss to boss to boss to boss and just like beeline the game and be done with it.
Well, good
But if
luck
you're someone who
being that
likes
good.
to, well, first of all, yeah, it's really, really hard. So exploring is going to make it easier for you because of the different things that they've done with exploration. But also, if you just want to explore to find all of the magic and moves and weapons and whatever, it will probably be the longest. Yeah. So
I just downloaded Neo 2 like 2 days ago because it's one of those games that at some point they were giving away for free the PS5 version
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
PlayStation Plus, and I was kind of
Yep.
like, I've been kind of in this like holding pattern, waiting for Ghost to come out, and I don't know what to play. It's been raining, so I'm inside, so I downloaded it, but I wasn't in the mood to like start a new like hardcore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually,
So I played Street Fighter.
Watts, refresh my memory. How does like the loot and gear drop and all? Like, is there rarity and all this other stuff too?
There is
looter?
rirarity. Yeah. Yeah. So the way
But how
that
do they
I
handle it? I'm just tired of like.
I describe it as like a third person 3D Diablo kind of loot
There is quite a
system.
bit of loot then.
There's a lot of loot. You're making builds. I mean, honestly, for a long time, you can literally just equip the thing that has the higher number. It's gonna be a long time
Yeah.
until you start towards like the mid game that you actually start putting builds together.
Yeah, and what I was wondering was like in Diablo, they've had to make a lot of improvements as a parallel to exactly what you said there. But what they did was they just started to increase, the rarities, and they introduced like where ancestral is what it is. It's like a glowing version of loot. But in other words, it gets a little easier once you start separating out the rarities, and it's not like overbearing. So I was just trying to remember, is it a little overbearing still in Neo or no? Like it's
People
not
have
like,
always said it's overbearing.
okay, well, man.
Like there's loot dropping all the time, but now you have 2 characters, so you're getting through more of your loot because you're just equipping it on your 2 different characters.
That doesn't sound
Yeah.
easier.
That's what I'm saying. I love that they were like, oh yeah, I heard the loot's maybe a bit of a problem for some of you guys, so we made 2 characters for you to kit out. Is that better? It's better.
But hopefully it's. I mean,
I've
that's the
never
thing,
found
like,
it annoying though. I've never found
Yeah.
like when I was playing through Borderlands, I was like, I can't be bothered to look at all of this
Mm.
because it's not just rarity, it's not just number, it's also like little tiny +2 plus this plus that, which you do have in Neo, but that stuff doesn't matter. Honestly,
Until.
it could never matter. It could matter right at the end. Like
Mhm.
you can definitely get through playing Neo games without taking into consideration like the +1% or 2% things, and you could just get, oh, I'm running a water build. I'm using water a lot. Oh, this thing increases damage to wet enemies. Cool. I'll just pick anything that's water. Because I've definitely done that where I'm like, I'm doing water stuff or I'm doing lightning stuff or whatever. I'm gonna grab whatever does more damage to lightning.
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah, as long as the path is clear, I don't totally mind, but yeah, like Borderlands 4 is why. That's what was on my mind.
Borderland
Like,
was for me. I was like,
yeah,
this
there's
is silly.
tons of loot. They want you to pick it up and sell it. It's like it's just how the game is, and if you play it a lot, it's not a huge deal. But
You can also craft in Neo too. So you could just be like, I'm just gonna get materials and craft the stuff that I want and not worry about picking stuff in general.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, I mean, Neo 3 looking good at the very least, but
February
looking like more
6th.
Neo.
Yeah, I figured it because normally they do March, but I figured it would be sooner. I was thinking maybe even January, but February 6th is like super early Feb. No,
Yeah.
no. What's Briar doing? He's got AI
Uh-oh.
eyes.
Sorry.
His eyes
Sorry.
are, what were you trying to do?
Scaring me. It's like it's my Briar Alice, Steven.
But what are they even supposed to be doing right now?
I think it's supposed to. Is that the ones that's
I
think
think you have
supposed
to take your glasses
you?
off.
No, there.
Or it's the background. It's like maybe the background plus the eyes is a bit much.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
That might be it.
Sorry, I got distracted.
I mean, I just can't tell the intended joke or effect. They just
It's
like,
always staring.
So
at
you're
you.
always supposed to look at the camera. Yeah. So if you're
Oh, it is
recording a
that?
video and you're looking
Okay.
at like script or whatever.
It was
you're
just the
supposed to
eye
always look
tracking.
at it.
Yeah.
The blinking and eye track. Yeah, I think it's the glass frames that'll confuse you. So yeah, that was all big.
What
Is
else
there
was
anything
there?
else?
Code Vein 2, baby.
I was surprised by this one. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, they showed it.
There's
Games
actually
Fest
like
this
a
year, but
full gameplay video now. And they have like the create a character and everything in there. And this is coming out January 30th.
Oh, really?
at the beginning
That's
of
right
the
around the
year.
corner.
Yeah.
Jesus, Watts, you got quite a winter coming.
I do. I'm eating good right out the gate.
I don't know. There's something about this character creator that I'm really digging. Can't really
character
tell you
creator
what
was
it is.
always cool in Code Vein.
Just something about it I find very intriguing.
I gotta see it. What you're
Wow.
looking at.
They are stacked with features.
You can make them as big as you want or as little as you want. All right, you can do whatever you want.
For those just listening, we're clearly talking about boobs. Okay.
Yeah, it was a boob joke.
We're all adults.
Does she have a
We can
band-aid on her
point it out.
nose, or is that a scar?
You can put whatever the hell you want on your character. This was the first, I think the first character creator that I was like, okay, I need all character creators to be like this. Because you can take, like when you're making the hair, you can have like
Gradient
4
hair.
or 5 different sections of the hair. So if you have very specific look you're going for, you can make that very specific look. It's it's
cool.
really, really cool. It's a very good character creator.
Trying to skip to some combat, but it's not happening. A lot of talky bits in this game, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, it's just what they're showing right now. It's funny. There's plenty of combat, right?
Oh, yeah. Plenty of combat. Big combats. Yeah, I really enjoyed Code Vein. I think Code Vein had a lot of really interesting ideas. It had a thing where if you think of a build and then you get, say, how would you explain it? You get abilities from one specific thing. If you fight with that one specific thing, you master it, and then you can take that ability onto other specific things. So you can end up creating a build that's like really, really tied into what you want to do from various different elements. Yeah. I enjoyed it a lot. And having a really good character creator honestly helps a lot. It makes the game more enjoyable for me. That's why I like Neo 2 so much more than Neo 1. Get to be whatever I want.
I go with the basic bitch characters. Like I have no
Grid attack.
whoops,
Those are
my
gonna be
bad. I hit
tons
the mute button instead of the pause button. I have no patience for the character creator at the beginning of the game. If you can
You can just click
modify your
random over and
character,
over again.
if you can
What if you just
modify
click
your
random?
character at like a barber shop later in the game, once I have like gotten into the game and feel a connection to this character, like I'll go full on
That makes
like,
sense. Yeah.
but at the beginning of the game, I got no interest in it. I just want to get to the game.
I would just keep pressing random until you get something that you're like, oh,
See
that
something
looks
like-
cool. And then
I
go.
usually just go with the default.
Yeah.
Put a beard on that. Let's go. Let's get out there. What else was in that PlayStation?
Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert. I don't remember that one.
Crimson Desert was supposed to be out this year. It
Yeah.
kept getting delayed. But this is a game that's just everyone's like, man, it's huge and crazy. And is this game even real? Like, what are they doing? But they did show more gameplay, and they also have a release date of March 19th.
God.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yep.
What kind
Yeah,
of
it's
game
from
is
the-
this?
It's from the Black Desert folks, but it
It is from them, yeah.
not. That's like an MMORPG,
It's not one of those.
but this is their take on more of the like open world action.
Single player.
Assassin's Creed, like.
Yeah. That I just don't know exactly.
Here,
but yeah.
I'll read some stuff to you. But yeah, the Crimson
Damn,
Desert
looks good.
is an MMO, but this is a single player experience. Open world, action, adventure, explore. Apparently, the one thing I've heard about combat is when people go and play it, they have really weird control schemes where they're like, you press this, this, and this, and then that does your superpower move, and then this one, and this one does your extra superpower move, and people are like, I think I'll be fine when I start from the beginning of a character and I slowly build up to this stuff. But walking into a try me event and finding a boss with all of this stuff is very difficult.
Dude,
So
Neo
we'll see.
2, the dodge button is the X button, and it's like the only button you can't remap in that game is the circle button. I was like, are you kidding me? That's the only button I can't remap? It's like grayed out for some reason. You can't just like swap the circle and the X button. I was like, oh, come on. Because the circle button is always dodge. My hand just goes there. My thumb just goes there.
Yeah,
That's fair.
pretty fair.
Yeah. You know, what I would normally do is I'll switch because I have experienced that in some games where it's been X and not circle, not just Neo, but I will switch my paddles. I'll switch my paddles around. So this one is X and this one, and then I'm like, there you go. It's basically the same. I'm using the same paddle.
Good point. You can even do that with the buttons on PlayStation, I think.
You can, yeah.
You can just like swap the buttons in the PlayStation UI.
Yep. Did 007 First Light have a release date before yesterday?
Yeah, it did. It did.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
It's March 27th. I was just wondering because they had a trailer. They had a trailer there for that as well.
Yeah, I guess it had. I was looking at that too. That I didn't read into it, but Eternals, is it Gemma Chan or Gemma Chan, is cast in it. So it was more of just like think a actor reveal.
That makes sense. Yep.
Still looking forward to that, even though Briar's trying to keep me down on it. But 007.
Right.
Yeah.
He doesn't like. He didn't like. Actually, let's go back into. He doesn't like a lot lately, does he? Thinks Metroid Prime 4 looks like trash.
Garbage.
You know, garbage. Doesn't like Elden Ring.
Hate it.
Established that.
Hate it. Terrible. Yeah, it's all banned.
Not looking.
You know what I do
forward
like
to
though?
007.
Microsoft Flight Simulator beating on a PlayStation.
Yeah.
For some reason,
Oh,
that
I
gives
do
me
love that.
the jollies. Can I get a
Who would've
HOTAS
thought?
set up for my PlayStation, please? Do they even sell that?
Probably not.
Somebody get me a different Logitech.
Other things that were there, Battlefield 6 got a official campaign story trailer for anyone who's interested in that. Looks cool.
Yeah, I didn't take a close enough look at that. It kind of, it almost passed me by. It's like it felt like a Call of Duty teaser trailer, but I got to watch it more closely. I guess
I
it's
was
just like I
like,
want to
there's
hear.
guns and a helicopter and a car and like, you know,
Yeah, it
what do you
looks
want
like
from me?
Battlefield.
Yeah, I feel
It
like
looks like a shooting campaign with shooters and army.
Yeah.
Well, it's more
Military's
the
there,
sh-
you know.
I'll tell
Grenade,
you,
get down!
yeah. To
Granada!
be
If you're in
to be
Spain.
I'm out!
yeah, the footage looks great. To be fair, but
It does
It
look
does look
because
good. Yeah.
it looked so much like a teaser for what you'd expect, and like Call of Duty's just had so much of these styles, and
Yeah.
it makes sense. But like I wanted to hear, I guess, confidence from them of how sick the campaign is, and we just haven't heard it. There's been a lot of questions around Battlefield 6 campaign of like, what for a while people were like, is it even going to make it out the door because they had studio cancellations and all this stuff happening. So maybe that's
Myelin
what's
would be
missing.
really
I don't know.
excited about it.
Yeah, I am excited though
Yeah.
for a Battlefield 6 campaign. It's just like I want to hear it from them. Holy cow. My arm didn't get raptured. It's messed up, dude.
Raj, she's not done
man.
yet.
Crap.
Damn.
I'm not gonna be able to use my new iPhone Pro 18. Oh.
Oh my god. I got a new iPhone. You know they're giving them
did
away
you?
for basically free. It's like ridiculous. Like
They're
I have an
giving
old
away-
iPhone and they're giving me
What is he talking
$1,100. They're giving me $1,100 on a
Yeah,
trade-in.
But that only is when you stick to that plan for 3 years or whatever, and you don't trade that phone in.
What
So
am I gonna do?
As long as you don't get a new phone, that is a good deal. Yeah.
I am getting a new phone.
But I mean, you have 3 years that you have to keep that same one, or you got to pay back.
I've had the last one
That-
for 3 years. I wasn't
I
planning
know,
on
you-
upgrading it until it's like, hey, you
Yeah.
can have a free one. I'm like, okay, I'll take
Yeah.
a free one.
And now it totally is worth it, by the way. Yeah. They just want to make sure you stick with them for 3 years. And like, actually, I agree. As long as the people who get surprised, they're like, oh, next year was the 18 or whatever. They're like, oh, that's the one I want. And you go to
And
trade
the year
it
after
in,
that'll be the 19.
and you have to pay the phone off. Otherwise,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
try to, that's how that deal works. Otherwise, you got to wait till the next one.
Giving it away for free, sounds like, Briar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a good deal if you're doing that.
Yeah. I was
Um,
pretty excited about the Gran Turismo 7 update. It's like some new race circuits, but 2 of them are F1 race circuits, some new vehicles, but still they're
Classic
I
Gran
like that they're
Turismo move.
updating this game for free, and it's still
Yeah.
like, how old is this game now? 5 years old? Pretty cool. I like that.
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny that Gran Turismo is like it's like its own, I don't want to say sport, but you know how it is. Like it's a very specific group of hardcore folks at a minimum that just like that's all they do, which is awesome. And it's awesome that they've just been supporting it so purely for so long,
I don't know. I
So-
just like to get in there and fuck around with it. Like that's how I play it. Is I don't spend like 4 hours at a clip doing it. I usually race like a few races. Like, we're going out to dinner. It's taking my wife forever. So I'll boot up Gran Turismo.
It's just gonna be like
Catching strays from the
right now.
podcast
She's like,
room.
"Are we going to dinner right now?"
We're going to
Okay.
dinner. Woo!
I thought
get ready.
it's too late for that.
Was that it from State of Play? Was there anything else we wanted to mention?
There was so 0 parades for dead spies. I just love the vibe of this game. I just love it. It's from Zaum, Z-A-U-M. I don't know how you pronounce their studio specifically. Which are the people who made Disco Elysium. However, I will say, yes, I do know that
The
studio
studio.
has gone
Yes.
through a lot. Like the lead writer
Which
and
people that
designer
made it?
left, and the well, that's the thing. It's like it's the studio. It's the studio behind Disco Elysium.
So not the
not
people,
all of
just
the
the studio.
The
Yeah.
studio. There's still some people there, but yeah, they've gone through like a lot of stuff. But
Yeah.
the game looks really cool.
Yeah.
I think the art style of the game, the vibe of the game just looks banging. I'm excited about it. I'll play it for sure.
Mhm.
Doesn't have a release date, just says it'll be out in 2026.
Okay.
The only other thing was I'm not like super gonna play it maybe, but Cronos script The Endless End was a really cool artistic game where it's telling the tale of an editor trapped in a manuscript. So when you're fighting bosses, you can see like the books falling over, and it changes like your arena that you're in.
Yeah,
It just
this
seems
one
like a
caught my
super
eye too. This looks like a
yeah.
2D Metroidvania style kind of thing.
Mm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
it
it's a
is.
Metroidvania.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but it certainly looks the style.
It's definitely a 2D like action adventure
Yeah.
game at
Yeah.
least. Yeah.
But like a really cool art style.
Yeah.
Very
Art style's
neat.
super cool. Yep.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
it all
drawn on a
looks-
wall.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think they
Yeah, it is
said
very tapestry
hand
looking.
drawn and like pen style.
Mm.
Hand drawn pen style was the is
Yeah,
that
Yeah, it
I'm
right?
looks
into
like
this.
old medieval aged book, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, penned drawings and that
And
whole
it's
kind of
doing that like
vibe.
Daffy Duck cartoon where like the hand is coming in and fucking with the character on the page too.
Mhm. That's always
Yeah,
nice.
this
Yeah,
is
it's
cool.
super cool.
Dated 2026. No official date.
No official date.
I like
yeah.
it.
Looks
I like
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that was it for Sony State of Play.
The big stuff,
me.
maybe.
There was a Capcom showcase.
Oh, right. I forgot
yeah.
about
That's
that.
why I was streaming at 7 a.m. That's why
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
there.
yeah. How'd
At least
that
it
go?
wasn't 3 a.m.
At least it wasn't 3 a.m. Although 3 a.m. might be better at this point. I don't even know.
Yeah,
7
then you can go
a.m.
back to
is
sleep
not
for a
a
while.
not a good time.
I'm with you on
7
that.
a.m. is not a good time.
Getting up at 5:30 a.m.
They showed more on Emusha gameplay. This was showing us like a bunch of NPCs, like a ton of NPCs. We got to see a lot of that. We got to see some more Pragmata, which got to show us some more of the different hacking you're going to be able to do. It also showed them fighting in like a city rather than the kind of white space station, which was cool.
I think they unsold me that game based on the girl's voice. That was like nails on a chalkboard to me. I was like, I don't think I could play a whole game with this girl like screeching at me the whole time from behind my back.
Really?
Maybe you could change
Yeah.
it to Japanese.
Yeah, maybe that'd be better
Maybe.
because
There
it
you
was
go.
it
Change the
was
voice actor.
really rough. Like right away, I was like, oh no, I can't play that game. Do you remember Rice to Ruin Sakura?
Yep.
Same deal. I love that game. Main character's voice, couldn't handle it. Couldn't do it.
Ready
Just
when
the
you
whole
are.
time. Yeah, except
You
like
don't like
imagine
that?
like super high pitched. Like it was like really high pitched.
Come on, Briar. It's almost Mickey Mouse. It's practically just Mickey Mouse, I guess. I get that. She is like a little girl. Like, I mean, what's she supposed to sound like? What do you want her to sound like?
Brian, get over here. I'm acting.
That would be better. I like it.
Maybe
I'm
you-
acting.
Maybe she just needs,
Initiating.
yeah, like some kind of electrical fuzz filter on top of it to make it computerized for you, so it's not as. Yeah.
Don't you guys ever just
Maybe.
have noises? You're like,
Starting
Oh.
here.
you never hear that? Like you never had noise?
Oh yeah, I have. There's a
Not so
term
much.
for like actual. What is it when nails on a chalkboard?
Yeah.
Legitimately,
I
even
can't remember
hearing
the name
it.
of it.
I have that problem. Believe it. Oh man, it's so weird. I have that problem with cardboard boxes. You know, when you're folding the
Mhm.
cardboard against the
Oh, yeah.
side of the box
Mhm.
itself, it's like. And I know, and I'm like, this is silly. This shouldn't bother you. And I'm like, I want to jump out the window. This is a tough one for me. Little bit with like styrofoam in cardboard boxes too.
Oh, really?
It's so weird. I don't know why. It's
My
probably one
wife's
of
got
few
the
for me.
when clean plates like squeak together, like you're stacking
Ye-
clean plates,
Yes.
and they kind of like squeak.
Yes. Oh yeah. That
My
well,
wife
of course,
can't
that's
do
like
it.
fork on the plate, depending on the type of plate you get.
My wife can't use silverware. She has to use plastic spoons because
Oh.
she can't stand the
Oh,
sound
yeah.
of metal touching her teeth.
Mm-hmm.
She brings plastic spoons.
Oh,
with her.
that's another one. That's
Wow.
not like even. A
I married
touch
her
thing.
anyway though,
Oh
because
yeah.
I'm tolerant.
Wait.
That's why I made it.
Yeah,
to
you're so
Rapture.
tolerant.
Yep.
Yeah, it's misophonia. That's what it is. Certain sounds are misinterpreted by the brain as a threat.
I
Activating
thought that's
the
what you
body's
get from
fight or
inhaling
flight.
asbestos.
I mean, that is also a threat on your brain. Wouldn't do that. I mean, unless you're just going to some old school built in the 50s, which, yeah, probably.
Were
is
they
what you
all?
got. I know. I think about that. So every time I hear asbestos, I'm like, huh.
Mhm.
Wonder which of my schools had asbestos just pouring down on me.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't like the voice, so Briar's out. But I think
I like
Watts'
everything
suggestion
else
is
though. The
good.
gameplay, I really want to try that combat. I might just have
It's
to
so
mute
good.
the voices. Usually there's a
Yeah.
slider. You just turn that shit down.
There
Turn
normally
on
is, yeah.
subtitles. You should be good. But their
It's
voice
so
was
good.
high pitched.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
So that looks nice.
And then Monster Hunter, they showed off their Title Update 3 stuff, which is their collaboration with Final Fantasy 14. They have a monster coming, which is Omega Planetes, which is like a raid. You're basically doing like a Final Fantasy style raid in Monster Hunter. You have all the mechanics that you need to do within Monster Hunter. They're also adding basically 2 jobs from Final Fantasy to Monster Hunter. So they're adding Dark Knight and Pictomancer. So when you get the armor and the weapon from this boss, you're going to get a bunch of stuff that you can use that is basically the Dark Knight from Final Fantasy 14. And then Pictomancer has a bunch of spells that they can do where they're drawing stuff in the air. So this is very similar to the Akuma update where they have it on like your hotbar, and then you have, once you equip it, you can do different things with it with different inputs. So yeah, you get to play like two jobs from Final Fantasy 14 and Wilds, which is kind of crazy. They have whole cutscenes and story with characters from Final Fantasy 14. You're gonna have a Chocobo Sacred, where every time you mount, it does the mount Chocobo sound when you get on a mount in Final Fantasy. So you got all of that going on. All of that is there. And then they also did a little bit of a teaser for Title Update 4, which is coming in December. And this is their first Elder Dragon being added to the game. And it's an Elder Dragon from Monster Hunter 4 called Gogmazios, also known as Gog. And this is a siege monster. So think
Raj.
like
Close.
think like Kolv, Safi Jiva, like siege monster. So it's gonna be a big one. Gonna be a big one.
I played Monster Hunter World and Wilds, and those names did not mean anything to me. You said think what?
Kolv, Tarith, and Safi Jiva.
What are they from?
Monster Hunter World.
They're in World? Oh, I wonder if it was Ice. Was it Iceborne?
Kolv,
maybe just
no.
never got. Oh, maybe
I don't think you ever did any of the like big fights.
It's interesting because I put like 80 hours, I swear, but yeah.
You
there's
never
just a
did
lot.
like a Safi Jiva?
Maybe I did.
Prime Safi Jiva for weapons. They normally add siege monsters. Normally add like their own end game, which is what they said. They're also expanding the end game where you can farm special weapons.
Like the big moving siege fight things. That
not like the terrible
that's
story
separate.
one.
No. Yeah, like
no,
that's the only one I remember.
No, not that one.
Okay.
No.
All right. Note to self. Well, that's
yeah,
cool.
so it's probably gonna add, like a whole. I would guess some kind of weapon endgame system or some kind of endgame system. Yeah. They're gonna add alongside this monster.
Sorry, did you say the release date? Is that like a 1-year anniversary type thing, or?
That
February?
Is happening in December.
Oh.
For Title Update 4. Title Update 3 is on Monday night. Monday night will be the new title update.
That's right.
Yeah, so pretty crazy stuff. And just by the way, so this monster, Gog, he was the final monster of the lifespan of Monster Hunter for you. He is being in not even the final title update for base Monster Hunter Wilds. So the expansion's gonna get pretty nutty, I think. Expansion's gonna be pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, does the expansion have a release window yet?
No, we don't know anything about it. They're still doing title updates.
Have they even officially recognized it?
No.
Oh, okay. It's just sort of like, yeah, I mean, of course there will be a parallel to Iceborne. We just don't know when and what that will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When would you expect that? Next year?
Maybe, but I would
end of next year.
Yeah.
Best, right?
If anything, I would say end of next year.
When did Iceborne?
Because Iceborne was like it was like a year and a half.
It was a year and a half.
So I would expect 2 years, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably just gonna be the February 2027 kind of thing.
They put a bunch of Monster Hunter stuff in Street Fighter, which is kind of neat.
They are doing that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Yep. That was cool. And then Monster Hunter Stories 3 is coming out March 13th. This is their like turn-based
Watch yourself.
turn-based RPG.
Do you play Monster
Well,
Hunter Stories? I don't know if you do actually.
I have played Stories. It's really good.
Yeah.
Like they're genuinely really good games. Yeah, so I would love to play Monster Hunter Stories 3. I really would love to. I think that was mostly it. Yeah, they got like the Street Fighter stuff going on.
Yeah, new
Oh,
character,
they're
Sea
like
Viper.
remastering Mega Man stuff. There's Mega Man collection.
I think
or
that's just
something?
a collection.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Lots of stuff
Yeah,
happening.
Capcom continues to be killing it. They're just on fire right now. They got a new Ace. Is it Ace Ventura collection trilogy update?
It's probably a collection. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they actually
think.
make those anymore. They just keep re-releasing them in did they
There
give
was
us
also. Oh yeah.
did they give us a date on Onimusha yet?
Wait, you
No.
said
No date for Onimusha.
Okay.
Nope.
yeah, I also thought you said Ace Ventura. You meant
I'm sorry,
Attorney.
my bad. Ace Attorney.
I
Did I
knew what
say
you
Ace
meant.
Ventura?
Yeah.
They don't make those either anymore.
already then. All
I
right.
knew what you meant. Yeah.
I did too, but I was like, did he? Yeah, whatever. And then somebody in chat said it too. I was like, all right, we should probably. Good stuff. Honestly, I'm down for that. Ace Ventura,
Capcom Ace Ventura.
Attorney at Law, Capcom series.
Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised. You see them doing collabs and you're like, sure, why not? I got to the point I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, sure. You're collabing with a metal band? Yeah, why not? Sure.
Oh man.
Why not? In like Capcom related news, they finally showed off Monster Hunter Outlanders, which is their new mobile game. This is being made by Timmy. So it's like all of these mobile games are made by
Timmy.
like a different company, but they're
Timmy.
working with the company. Like Destiny Rising, same thing.
I played that this week.
Oh, did you? I
Mhm.
want to hear about it. But they showed it off. This is they're trying to maintain it as being like a more core Monster Hunter action game. So, there's other mobile games that are Monster Hunter, but it's like not Monster Hunter. But this one is you have different characters that have different play styles with the weapons. So they showed that off finally, and you can also sign up to play the game coming up here in a month, I think, maybe a couple weeks. I don't remember the dates exactly. But you can sign up to play it if you're interested. Because it's not out yet.
Okay.
Not coming out.
Yeah, I did play Destiny Rising on my phone. I don't know why. I just kind of like
Okay.
downloaded it. Like, let's see what this
Yeah.
thing is.
Yeah.
You play with your thumbs on the screen. Couldn't do that. Had to Google how
Yeah,
to hook up a
much better with the
PlayStation
controller.
6 controller to an iPhone. That's
Yeah.
pretty easy to do, and it works pretty good. So that was kind of nice. Once I did that, I was like, "Oh shit, this game is kind of fun, yo!"
Really?
Yeah,
Got him back.
it's not
Your
bad.
iPhone 17. Is that
Now-
what you got? Getting you all
No,
excited?
this is my old iPhone,
Oh,
and it
okay.
ran
Oh, so
fine on
this
my
wasn't
old
even a new
iPhone.
phone demo.
No, I was just, I don't know. I was just sitting there on the couch. Wife was
Yeah.
watching something awful, and I just needed something to do. So
Yeah.
I started browsing around. I'm like, oh, Destiny. That's right. It's kind of cool, man. It's you play in third person, but when you aim down sights, it goes down to like first person. The game, you start off as kind of like a hunter named Wolf. You got a double jump right off the bat. Real early on, you get this like cool ass sword that can shoot stuff, and then you can kind of do this like berserko thing, where you just kind of go around like meleeing the shit out of everybody. It looks kind of nice considering it's running on my old ass phone. It plays pretty nice, considering that it's on a 6-inch screen. There is a PC client, I believe. They have like an emulator that runs on PC, and you can play it on your PC. So I started talking to my kid, who is still a big Destiny-aholic, and he's loving it too. I haven't gotten to any of the microtransaction-y stuff, so I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm sure that's where I fall off the bandwagon. But as far as just like, this is like a new Destiny. It's like, hey, we're in Destiny, but this is like a new look at everything. New, same races, but new enemies, like new characters, new places to explore. Honestly, I was kind of digging it, and I think I'm gonna keep, you know, when I have time, I think it's gonna be my like, oh, I have an hour to kill while I wait for my kid to come out from this like DMV driver's test. That's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna be playing. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
Like, it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
I'm
interesting.
surprised how much I liked it. I thought it'd be like, this
Yeah.
sucks. It's not Destiny. This is some cheapo T-move Destiny. No, it's kind of fun. But again, I haven't
The
gotten
game has
any of
done a
the
good
like
job. Yeah.
the weird stuff, like the the gotcha stuff.
Everyone
Yeah, I'm
seems
definitely
pretty happy with it. And I think especially for people who are disillusioned with Destiny and they're wanting like a new Destiny, then this is, you're jumping into the game that you know, and they have done a good job at keeping like pretty accurate to the Destiny feeling. And then you have a new Destiny experience right there.
Yeah. It
yeah.
does
Yeah, and
feel
that's
like, oh my god, this is a no-brainer. Why didn't they make this a third-person game all along? Because now when I find shit, I can see it on my character.
yeah. I'm just laughing because one, I'm like, well, I wonder how much it. Yeah, I'm curious what people think once they get deeper and deeper into it, as you're saying.
Yeah.
But how much is that? Like, I'm just glad it's all new stuff, right? We've been hanging on to, at the very least, like whatever it is, 7-year-old content mixed in there, with years old content. But yeah, curious how much is that like new car smell, where you're like, oh man, it's just so nice to drive this new thing. And like, because that's the thing, like Destiny at its core, if you don't know a lot about the ins and outs, it's pretty fun. It's once you really start getting into it and how long you've been into the same things, so not to take away from it, I'm curious, how people who enjoyed it at launch, and maybe Watts, have people still like let's call it up to this week? Is there any? You
I
heard
think
that
they're
people
still
are
playing it.
still
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they're still really digging it.
People were prepping for the raid that came out. The raid has leaderboards, so they're trying to like stay
Yeah,
at the top of the leaderboard. If you're within the top 100, you get an animated emblem. So people
yeah.
are really like keeping an eye on their leaderboard ranking and like trying to stay up there with the raid. So yeah, I think
Interesting.
people who have started playing it are still playing it.
Nice.
Yep.
But excuse me. But I was also laughing because remember they were making a third-person Destiny game that they canceled. So
They were.
you liked
indeed.
that. Would have potentially been a much more high-polished, different version of that. I mean, we don't know the exacts of what that project was that Luke and believe Mark had been. Well, maybe it was mostly Luke, but former heads of Destiny 2 content and stuff were working
he
on
still
something
there?
third person. No, gone. Part of the downsizes, man. Caught a lot of folks. So yeah, I mean, man, I wonder if we'll ever see leaked footage from that one day. I'm only laughing because I'm like, I would just wonder if people had seen like you seeing something new that it's third person Destiny. That's part of what made me laugh. I'm like, oh, if people just saw a trailer for that, they would have been like, yeah, let's go. Like, I don't even know if it would have mattered because like it's new. We want something new.
New, yeah.
But I'm not trying to take away from Destiny Rising. I have not played enough.
Sounds
I
like
played,
you're
well,
shitting
maybe
on Destiny, dude, and I don't appreciate it.
not. The epic, what is it? The epic raid is also this weekend for Destiny, Edge of Fate, and all that's Desert Perpetual. So they got another world's first race coming up.
Is it time
with
for
the
Destiny
new
talk? Because
epic
I got
stuff.
some other activities planned here.
No, I mean that was the most of it for Destiny, right? The latest updates. I think, right? Isn't it mostly just the epic raid, and a lot of people are like,
I'm like,
Yeah.
I throw on some videos in the background now and then, but I'm so far removed from it now, it does get a little difficult.
yeah. People didn't like Ash and Iron Major update a ton, like the regular players, and trying to make it more rewarding, but they're trying to fix some stuff. But then they're like, okay, well, we got this world's first epic raid happening. So, but those are fun to watch if you're into watching raid races. I'm usually trying to avoid that for spoilers, but I'll be curious, if people were watching it like a second time in this format. I think they've had the actually this is the first like epic raid world's first, right? So that's something to look out for. There's emblems out there for it. I believe I have that right. So could be interesting to you if you're into it.
Oh yeah, did you want to hear the release dates for what our beginning of 2026
I
is looking
think
like?
You know I do.
No? Okay. January 30th, Code Vein. February 6th, Neo 3. February 27th, Resident Evil 9. March 13th, Monster Hunter Stories 3. March 19th, Crimson Desert. March 20th, Sorrows. March 27th, 007 First Light. I think those are like the big ones that have been announced so far. Because obviously there's not we're still in September. The Game Awards hasn't happened. Like there's a
point.
lot still left to go.
Yeah,
But
at least 2 more
this
games
is
scheduled for
already.
this year are going to get delayed till early next year.
Yeah. It's already like okay. And these are like pretty big game releases. Like Code Vein maybe not that big, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're pretty
There was like
big
3
game
in there
releases.
that I consider like, oh, I'm going to buy that day one. Like Resident Evil by day one,
Yeah.
007 day one. I can't remember the other one that you said. And then that
Saros, probably Saros.
I can't remember.
Maybe? Neo 3?
That desert
No.
one kind of looks interesting to me. I don't know. Like I got to
Oh,
learn
yeah.
more about that, but it looks cool.
No, people are there. I think most people are curious how will it like perform, and then just from an action ARPG style, like how's it gonna like feel? I think there has been some hands-on, but yeah, it's one of those open to questions still. I think so.
Yeah, I agree.
and also-
Resgudo mentioned in chat. It's like he says, I swear it was back in the 360 area that Capcom launched Lost Planet in January and found success, and they've just been doing it ever since. It's true, man. Like
it's true.
There
yeah,
was
you're not
that.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're not
honestly,
wrong.
there was a big fight for the end of the year, and like it went on for a long time, but like with Call of Duty and like many big hitters that just kept
So like
coming
screw
back
you,
that-
we're going January, February, bitch.
Yeah, well, people
and now
started
everyone's
to
like,
push
yeah, me too.
January, February, and at first, like, yeah, I think there were, but then it created this like secondary. I mean, now it's just it's gaming all year. Like
It's all year. It used to be like
Yeah,
specific things,
it's-
right? Because it would be like you want to get out before Christmas so that you're
Yeah.
part of like the Christmas sales, and
Nothing
you
during
avoid
the
summer
summer.
because no
Yeah.
one's playing games. Yep.
no.
Now it's like whatever, people buy games all the time. Who cares?
there's one in there though that I gotta look up that we have to include. Oh, wait, when's it coming out? I'm gonna look it up right now.
People do
You'll
buy a
agree
lot
with
more
this.
games than they used to. It used to be like you buy
yeah.
like 2-3 games a
Two-
year.
Yeah.
Like your rich friend got like 4. You know?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess we may not have the date for you, but the Cult of Lamb DLC. Keep that.
I'm
on
They're
our
sure.
making another
radars. I don't
DLC
know
for
if-
that.
Yeah,
They're doing
well,
a
this is
paid
like
expansion. It's their
big-
first paid expansion.
paid DLC, big expansion.
So like, yeah, an actual big change to the game.
yeah,
I would
think
like to
it's
see them do a
early.
Looking
Switch
forward to
2 re-release on that.
Yes.
That would be good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Hades officially came out.
Yeah.
Hades 2 came into
Right
1.0,
now.
by the way. Currently, the highest rated game of the year.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
really?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Not
Wow.
surprising.
That's unsurprising?
Unsurprising to me. Yeah. for
Really?
Sure. I mean, just
Wow.
Hades. The first one was so good. It won Game of the Year awards and all that fun stuff. And I think it's interesting because this has been in early access for a while, and I feel like.
It has been.
Do you think that's why you say that, Briar? Like, why does it surprise you?
Okay. I'll be honest with you. I'm on the hate train for Hades. I don't
Oh.
like roguelikes, so it just didn't appeal to me.
Biased.
But like this
Just
year, I
biased.
feel like there is just such good. There's just going to be such an interesting conversation for Game of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
There are some there's some lefties out there, if you know what I mean. Like there's some Southpaws coming up. Like who would have thought Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 would be like on people's Game of the Year list, right?
Yeah.
Expedition 33. Who would have thought? I mean, Shinobi to me is.
Blueprints.
I mean,
Mhm.
right now that's
God,
my
I gotta
lock.
play that.
It was an unbelievable
It's really
game.
good.
Yeah, Blueprints. Like a
Blueprints.
puzzle game. People are talking for Game of the Year. When's the last time that happened? Tetris in 1972.
Now, there's been I mean,
There's a lot. Yeah,
it's
there's a lot this year. We still have Ghost of Yote coming out. We still have Ninja Gaiden.
That's
We
right.
still have some pretty big.
God, I
hitters
forgot about
coming.
Ninja Gaiden.
yeah. I think this is one of
You're the
those years,
ninja.
Briar, and your reaction is fair. It's more that there's not like it's not a let's call it a Red Dead Redemption 2 year.
Yeah,
or
it's not a
Tears of the Kingdom. It's not like a major
huge-
franchise that
Yeah.
sticks in your mind that you're like, oh, Kingdom Come, like Expedition 33, which is brand new, but Hades is getting big now. But yeah, I think that's what it
Silksong
is,
is
right?
big.
There hasn't been like there wasn't. For example, if there was a new Mario that had come out that was incredible, I think people would be talking about that more loudly as like a Game of the Year candidate or whatever, and that would
Yeah.
make sense to you, right? Where these are like, oh my god, it's a bunch of these like indies or newer franchises. So
Well, I'm
I
loving
feel
it.
that.
Like I can't wait for Game of the Year time. Like so I like when we do our Game of the Year podcast and we like try and like hash it out between us. Like we're pretty not confrontational about it, but I really like the podcasts that like just get into it and like, no, this one is better than that one. What makes it better? Like how your mustard is better than my ketchup. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I'm a snob about that, as you guys know, and like I'm always gonna remind there is no
I'm
such
just
thing
gonna
as
go,
a.
Fran, you didn't play it. Shut up.
Well,
There,
I'm trying,
we'll
but
start
there is.
battling.
But no, that's
We'll
why
fight.
I don't have Game of the Year
And then
conversations
Briar's gonna
till.
say, "Screw the camps. I hate the camps. I brought it
Yeah.
down at one point because of the camps." And I'm gonna go, Briar, you don't understand emotional maturity or connect with characters in video games. And there we go. We'll fight.
Look,
over it.
you're used to
We'll battle.
long drawn out people talking about their feelings way more than anybody would ever do. You watch anime.
It's true. I'm like 3 seasons in waiting for these characters to finally start dating. Any second now.
But the point I was trying to make
Actually, they
was
don't
that,
talk about their feelings. That's a problem. That's the problem, actually.
yeah, the point I was trying to make is that people talk about Game of the Year as if it's the Game Awards, which is like
Yes.
hundreds of people, a bunch of outlets, and I think that's great. But there's many Game of the Years, and people lose track of that.
Yeah.
And I've been super passionate about that to always try to remind folks. And I mean, I get why popularity is often going to be talked about. It's like the Oscars now, and so I get that. But you may or may not know. I don't know. I don't think I've brought it up on the show that I worked on a project this year. I'll probably promote it again. I should before the year's up, but called The Final Award. So I put together 22 reviewers and critics. So yeah, if nobody's seen this, I don't want to be shamelessly plugging, but I don't make any money off it. I did it for fun. You guys should check it out. So I had, like Skill Up, Paul Tassi, folks from IGN, Stephen Totillo, Victor Lucas, if you know him from Electric Playground, myself, Greg Miller, Grub, a bunch of folks, 22 of them, and was like, well, what does Game of the Year look like for 2024 when you've had the time to play everything, reflect on everything, and what's the runner-up as well? So I'm like, what's the Game of the Year? What's the runner-up? They're both super important because it's like to say there's just one is, but also what were the nominees, And so maybe for this week, if you haven't checked it out, check out the final award. But I'll and talk about it maybe next week or in coming weeks again. I'm going to leave you.
Is this going to be a
cliffhanger. You have to do some
podcast?
research.
How do I watch this?
It's not a video. I mean, it needs to. I should have made a video. It's time, but it's a website actually. You can go to the Final Award.
Okay.
I made a logo. So part of it was I wanted to challenge myself to like the OG. This is how I got started in the industry. It was like a passion for like at the time I was trying to learn HTML and stuff like that. But because of my passion for Game Award, I was like, well, let me see. Can I even? It was very hard to wrangle folks when I have, it's just me. Like, what do I have to offer you? Like I'm not at IGN anymore, but I know a lot of those folks. So I wanted to give it a shot, and this is what I ended up with. But it was interesting. I'm sure you can maybe guess, but I'll leave it till next week. See if you can guess what the nominees and there were 5 major. Okay, Bryce showing it.
Oops.
I wanted him to go. I wanted to see if there'd be any foot traffic from this at all. Again, I make no money.
Well,
there's $0 in this.
Yeah, a little preview. It looks great.
But I made the
That's
side, it was a fabbed logo, but then of course I turned it into this but yeah, I put all this together and I was really proud of it. So yeah, check it out. We ended up with 5 nominees: Prince of Persia, Indiana Jones' The Great Circle, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Balatro, Astrobot. Those were the 5. And
who put Rebirth in there?
Dude, I mean, these 22 people, it was based on, but it's not, this was not a conversational. That's the other thing about this that, I would have liked to have more of that, but
I want names,
literally,
sir.
It was there's literally the names are under the judges, 22 different people. But it was a vote down. So multiple vote downs sort of landed on, well, these are your top choices. And yeah, I was just happy to see those 5 get nominated. But then, it was Astrobot still ended up with the Game of the Year, but Balatro was the runner-up. So I was happy to see that.
I think that's fair.
Anyway.
I think other than Final Fantasy, all 4 of those games deserve that award. They're amazing.
Yeah, the Final Award. You can also, I put up like a Twitter post about it. You could easily find it via Google, I'm sure. But yeah, the point is,
it's going to be very interesting if you do it again for 2025.
I want to try to get more folks.
This year is a fight to the death, a bloody fight out there.
Oh, I'm ready.
It's a bloody fight.
It was really interesting.
I got
actually.
Roger on my side this year, so look the fuck out.
And that was all the point. You know, this wasn't meant to be just like a promo. It really is interesting. Yeah, like and I didn't mention, but I had clear criteria, right? This has to be paid content. It's not free to play. There's no early access. And that was the point of all this too, where it gets confusing. We'll see. Will Hades, one of the best games of the year reviewed so far, show up as it already won a game of the year in the past, and like it tends to be interesting when people already thought of it in early access probably as a game of the year candidate. And now it's like, well, technically it's this year, right? And like, how do you parse through all that? Indiana Jones, by the way, was not eligible because of the cutoff you see to try to get Game Awards out in December. And this was very intentionally, I wanted to get it out at like the end of March or April, but it took so long. Like, again, like I only have so much currency to chase people down. But I had a bunch of vote
YouTubers
downs.
are so easy to nail down to like exact
well, and
too.
it's not
like,
even
they're so easy to like really corral
it's
like
the most
easily.
impossible thing.
Yeah, no, I was grateful. I mean, I'm emailing to all these different people chasing them down. They got stuff to do that actually supports their lives, so I was grateful. But anyway, it didn't go out till like June last year during Summer Game Fest, but it's really interesting. So we'll see what games of the year there are this year. Was the point I was trying to make. So
my biggest thing with the whole game of the year conversation in general, like whether we're talking about the Game Awards game of the year or like your personal favorite experience or whatever, I just like the conversations that it creates. And I like looking back at the past year of games and appreciating the experiences that we've had. Because I mean, January was so long ago, but that was Kingdom Come Deliverance, you know, and we've had a crazy year. So looking back and going, oh my goodness, do you remember that game? And then do you remember that moment in that game that was like, okay, this is one of the best things I've played this year.
Yeah, and that was a big part of it. And as you know, I've talked about a lot. It's like we forget so quickly, like all these amazing games because we're in the new year and everybody's just talking about what's new. And that was where I came to grips where I was like, this is a good thing. I mean, I don't have a lot of like traffic currency again to get this in front of people, but I was like re-upping on the discussion. I think is really important for Astrobot, for Balatro, for Prince of Persia, etc., because we're always talking about like what just happened this week instead. And then we're mad later where we're like, oh, it never got a sequel or that studio went out of business. It's like, well, we live so much in the moment, you know.
What's Prince of Persia studio working on now? Like COD support studio?
No, they're we think they're working on Rayman, but then didn't they just announce that they were definitely working on something else? Maybe it was just the next Rayman. They officially talked about it or something, but it's Ubisoft Montpellier. I know they helped with something else at Ubisoft too, but
that game criminally undersold.
Yes. It's great to bring it up again, exactly.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to talk about?
We can wait on DK Bonanza, but
you don't want to talk about DK?
I think we'll just save it for later. It came out months ago. It's up to you guys, but I think save it for the next week's. But in short, fantastic game, and I was still surprised that there were so many like tens and hundreds out there of it. I mean, it's fantastic, but didn't have that like, wow, my God. So more to say later, maybe.
Interesting. Well, next week we would have been playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
I mean, Yote.
Hours.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what time it hits.
I would assume it's like a midnight release. So 9 p.m. for Pacific the day before. Right?
Yeah,
Probably.
so I guess it is like it's a Wednesday night release. I guess that checks out.
Thursday day, I think, unless they're saying they can't possibly mean. And when they say the second,
no, it would.
Day.
No, you're right. It's normally the day before even. So yeah, I mean, I guess we might have a little bit of time before then.
Look, Best Buy opens at 10. I just order it the night before. I park my ass over there. They bring it out to my car at about 10:30.
While you're sitting there playing Destiny Rising on your brand new phone. I mean, that's the life, dude.
I'll get a solid 8 hours in before the podcast. So
COVID was a son of a bitch, but this bringing shit out to my car thing, that was a benefit.
Also, when you had to go somewhere and there was no traffic. Like during that
Yeah.
period, we had to take Bella to the emergency vet quite a few times. It was great. Took me 10 minutes to get there instead of like 20, 30.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. Wonderful
Yeah,
time.
I didn't have to use the left lane. I was just swerving all over the highway. I looked like I was warming up my tires in F1. I'm like, woo.
And then there's me going, police, there's a man on the highway who appears to have something very wrong with him.
Yeah. They're like, nah, we don't really go out there right now anymore.
He's
We're
throwing
just
beer cans at me.
chilling at home. I can get him on a Zoom call and check in.
Zoom. I actually deleted Zoom off my phone like 2 days ago. I was like, I don't need this anymore.
End of
I
that
hate
finally.
Zoom. It's so
Yeah,
annoying.
Zoom sucked.
Zoom messed up my audio. one
Really?
time. Just like I had to like redo all of my audio levels because it just did something forever
Yikes.
after I opened
Drivers,
it.
dude.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I just
Did something.
associate it with the bad times. So I don't want to use it.
It's only old people use Zoom.
That's not true. I mean, I don't use it frequently, but it is like
Use
if you
Discord.
work at an office, they're using Zoom or Teams. Unfortunately, it's pretty much it. I think so. Briar.
Use Signal. Signal's good actually. Signal for voice and video call. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize they have video
Encrypted.
calls.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had no
Encrypted,
idea.
so the government doesn't know what you're up to. Smart. I like what
Mhm.
you're
I'm
thinking.
all right. That sounds good. Yeah.
Keep my
Yeah.
shit private.
Yeah. When the government is looking at a signal, no problems at all.
They're trying to take away our free First Amendment.
It's true. It's true.
All
I'll
right.
talk about that after the 9th. And I'll tell these guys why after we end the show.
Oh, okay.
Let's wrap this one up, guys. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next
Thanks,
week.
everyone.
Thank y'all.
I think we'll be back from the Rapture. I don't know. How long does the Rapture usually last?
I think you're there
It's-
forever, by the way.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Maybe you could like pull some trousers
I'm
down
gonna-
or like whip people with towels and maybe they'll
Dancing
send you back.
everybody in heaven.
Yeah, they
I'm
might
gonna
let
ask
you down.
Macho Man over here, and I believe he has got all the intel on our plans there. So
Randy Savage, I haven't even seen him. Where is he?
he's here. Don't
Is
you
he
remember?
in the
We've
Congo
had a
line?
couple raptures now. Don't you remember? He was the
No,
last rapture.
I
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
invited. This is the first one I was invited to.
First one, first party.
All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.